total of from the second and
Presenting the Brad Show. この時を待ってたぜ
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 5. Ready, go! Knockout!
Yes!
Hey Hannah. How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Happy weekend to you. Yeah, just alright. I'm a little bit annoyed by something. But yeah, I'm alright. I'm a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be. He's gonna be at what the. He's gonna. We've got the London gaming market tomorrow, so. Yeah, tomorrow is. Ah, okay. Supposed to be playing tournament, but they kicked me out of the tournament. So the matchmaking. Watching jungle. Oh, is that the people in the jungle? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I see. Is it good? I heard it's pretty good. I'm a celebrity. Yeah. It's got the politician on it, hasn't it? No, I was hang on. Oh wow. Okay.
Round one. Ready, go! Excellent! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout!
Yeah, I was gonna play tournament, but
Round three. Ready, go!
I think it's a bit laggy for him, man. Yeah, I was gonna play some tournament, but the matchmaking is not very good on this game. It's a shame that they haven't got the matchmaking. It's a shame that they haven't got the matchmaking sorted out, because I got up especially just to do this. And be right back. I'm just gonna get some food. Yeah.
Presenting the Brad Show.
Just focus on your enemy.
Round one. Ready, go! three. Ready, go!
Mission accomplished.
Presenting the Brad Show.
I'll give it 100%. Round one. Ready, go! Ring out.
Mm.
Round.
You're not gonna come London gaming market then? Hannah?
My friends like photobombing a lot. They just like to just bring their heads in, their fingers there. One of my friends had some chips, random. Why have you put chips in my photo, bro? I literally clicked the magic eraser function and it took it out. Vanish, gone. I didn't even have to circle it out. It read my mind. My name's Mike and I have a Google Pixel.
Yes, per usual. I said what I said. No, I'm not gonna say like Vaughn. I'm not gonna say like it's it happens all the time. It's only games that I'm trying to get used to. This corner work though. Nice. Ooh, okay. I totally forgot she had that for a split second. That's when I leave myself over. That's when I mess up. It's not the end. Still got caught by it.
Oh, Cross. I played him before, I think. I got kicked out. Grey Fox. I got kicked out by the tournament. I know, right? That's I know, it sucks. They got to sort out the matchmaking, man. Like, so I'm just playing some ranked match. I did just win one ranked match though. So. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you for dropping by though, Grey Fox. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. You're teaching, yeah? It must be early morning there, yeah? Oh, your students doing exercise? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just a little bit pissed, man, about what happened with the with with the with the ombudsman, financial ombudsman. No, it's I was talking about I was talking about a scam that happened to me at Grey Fox. Oh shit. Yeah, scam, yeah. Yeah, it was last year, man. It was last year. These scammers contacted me from Facebook, and they pushed like an app on me. Like it was a whole scamming app. Now they talked to me with a little bit, isn't it? Like trying to make a connection, you know, with me, and then I used it a little bit. It was a cryptocurrency trading platform. Yeah. So I used it a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. And I actually had never seen anything. It was a whole app. It was a whole app. Yeah. So I'd never seen anything like that before. You know, not a whole app, isn't it? So what happened was I looked for information about it on the internet and I couldn't find anything. This was in like January, February 2021. So then I showed it to somebody from VF actually, who had been telling me about, you know, cryptocurrency and advising me like to put money into it, you know. So I wasn't interested in it at first, but because my friend had been coming to my VF stream, my so-called friend, for like a few months now, I thought he knew what he was talking about. He told me he'd been doing it for years, you know. Yeah. So what happened was, Grey Fox, I used it for a bit. Yeah, I used this app for a little bit, isn't it? Then, we wanted, me and my mother wanted to make sure, you know, of like how legit was this app, you know. Got the whole crypto wallet from this. Yeah, so we went to the bank to check it, isn't it? Well, I'm getting to that. We went to the bank to check it. Yeah, Grey Fox, and because I hadn't found any information about it online, and I had thought, since I couldn't find any information online, it had actually come from a Chinese person, you know, a Chinese scammer. So I thought that this app was a Chinese trading platform, because, you know, there's a lot of apps and things like that from China that are not available on the Western, you know, Western searches or markets or something like that, you know. Just, you know, like there's a lot of different Chinese apps which are not searchable, you know. So I thought it was a Chinese trading platform app, because also I had never seen a whole app with like one-time passcode, username, and, you know, everything, you know, like it was like a full-on program, you know. So we brought it to Barclays Bank to get it checked out, yeah. So we waited there for 1.5 hours, yeah, and the account had also been frozen at the time. So we waited for 1.5 hours there, and then I gave it to them, and then they brought it out the back to the back office, and then I came back a few minutes later, and they said to us, "Yeah, we're very happy with everything you're doing. It's all good." And we asked, can we transfer money out, and they was like, yeah, that's okay, that's no problem, yeah. So me and my mom left there. It was really happy, thinking, oh, okay, this is totally legit, yeah, this is really totally legit now, because, well, one of the second biggest banks in, you know, the United Kingdom has said, like, oh, okay, this is totally fine, because, you know, I was sure, I didn't actually see what they done, but they came back to us and said, oh, okay, yeah, this is all good, yeah. So then, because then after that, I put in like 30k or 33k in English money, 33,000 in English money, Grey Fox, and then obviously I find out I can't transfer out, because it really is, the whole thing is a scam. It's like literally the whole thing is a scam. You can't transfer out, and you've just transferred the money to their account, whatever. They're literally controlling the app, right, to make you think that the money is in the app. So obviously I was beyond upset. My mum also collapsed because of it, Grey Fox. You know, and so I had to bring the case with the office. Like, there's something called a financial ombudsman here, where they can have power over the bank, isn't it? Because the bank basically, they didn't even show us what they done, and they lied to us. by saying, you know, that everything is okay, you know, because obviously they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't even show us what they done, and they just came back and said, yeah, everything's good. Yeah, so they're they're absolutely a fault here, man, because they lied to us. Quite simply, they lied to us about him. I mean, I mean, if they didn't know what it was, you know, what do you say? You know, it's just like so simple as breathing, man. Like, if you don't know what you are what you are saying, you know, what do you, or what you are looking at, or what you're doing, then what do you say, Grey Fox? If you don't know, right, you just say, anybody? That's right, you just say you don't know. That's all they had to have said, you know. So now I had to bring the case with them to the, again, well, to get the money back, isn't it? But are you still there, Grey Fox?
Round one. Ready, go!
Oh, crap.
Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go! Knockout! Round four. Ready, go! Knockout!
What a
Ah.
knucklehead!
You finished the tournament already?
Round 2. Ready, go! Ring out! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
Ah, no.
Time's up! Yes! What a knucklehead!
Kansai Chicken.
Round 1. Ready, go! Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh, he's alright.
Round one. Ready, go! Ring out. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout.
Hey, wait, hey, Grey Fox. Yeah, so, yeah, where did I get up to? I was telling you about what happened, right? So, yeah, where did you hear up to? You there? Where did you hear up to where what I was saying? Yeah, where did you hear up to, Grey Fox? Well, it was the bank's fault, Grey Fox, because we went there to check it with them and they lied to us, man. Isn't it? So they said that yeah, everything was good, you know. So and you know, we asked, can we transfer out of the money out, and they was like, yeah, it's okay, and no problem. Yeah, you know. So we waited in the bank for like 1.5 hours before investment scam was endorsed to us, you know. So it's their fault, Grey Fox, absolutely. So I have to bring the case to somewhere called like a lawyer or something like that, isn't it? So or in this case, it's called, there's an office called like the financial ombudsman here. Yeah. So I've been waiting for over a year with them because there was a lot of a queue, or a long queue, because there was a lot of this kind of case. So really, if they had, you know, if they had just told the truth that they didn't know about this, it would have stopped the scam right there and then, isn't it? There wouldn't have been a single transaction, because after I brought it to the bank, I put in like something like 22,000 English money, 22,600 something, isn't it? So, you know, after that, it's all down to them. You know, it's all down to them, because look, all you have to do, Grey Fox, is like just the simplest things. You know, you just tell the truth. Yeah, if they'd told the truth to us, yeah, that they didn't really know what this was, yeah, then it would have stopped the scam right there and then. Yeah, because I would have been like, oh, okay, the bank don't know about this, you know, so we need to check this, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? But because one of the United Kingdom's biggest banks endorsed it to us, I thought, oh, it must be totally legit. Yeah. You get what I'm saying, Grey Fox?
きるあれややってないだけやねあんまりやれる時間がないんや。
Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Excellent. I want a serious fight.
確か僕あれで同段最後負けで終わっとうから次当たったら終わるであと2回。3連敗しそうでしなそうな絶妙に強い手ばかり。多分あれかな今この前あれ公式大会終わったから人少ないんちゃうかな今。
Round one. Ready, go!
Be right back.
라이ズやってないやろ。今日あれだ。神戸に来るのに花火さん来てるわ。そうそう。その通り。配信見てん。僕も知らんかったんやけど。 ごい見れるし誰の動画？
JRPGs have been one of the most beloved category of gaming ever. Going back 40 years, there are many amazing Japanese role-playing games, and we assembled this list of the top 10 best JRPGs ever made. There are real gems and some surprises on here. Let's go.
Activate short-range attack gear.
あ、そうなんだ。
Starting off strong with number 10, Nier Automata. This action JRPG is a real feast for the eyes. Humanity has been driven back from Earth by mechanical beings from another world. In a final effort to take back the planet, the human resistance sends a force of android soldiers to destroy the invaders. There's a lot to love here, for example the smooth movement in combat, award-winning soundtrack, and the way the camera adjusts to the situation and beautifully crafted world that is very unique. Fast and exciting, this gameplay makes it a must-play. Number 9 is a true classic. Suikoden 2 is a very refreshing game. You play as a young hero, Ryu, who together with his friend Joey takes on Highland's mad prince, Luca Blight. On their adventures they come across a wide cast of interesting, diverse and likable characters. The villains, which are the village-burning enemies you face, are three-dimensional and believable people, not just generic monsters. It is a gripping, immersive story, great 2D graphics, a simple but effective battle system, and just all-around great gameplay.
The Titans were locked in a timeless battle.
Dropping in at number 8 is Xenoblade Chronicles, a Switch exclusive. It takes place on the frozen bodies of two warring Titan gods. The people of the Bionics are in a perpetual war with the Mechon machine race of Mechonis. The story are totally over the top and madness is part of the fun. With a constant upbeat attitude, a beautiful soundtrack and a likable cast. Shulk is definitely the heart and soul of this game, but Ryan, Dunban, Melia are great supporting characters. Every battle is very challenging, with almost unlimited play patterns. Play the definitive edition, it even has an extra bonus chapter. Lucky 7 goes to Yakuza Like a Dragon. This is an action JRPG with turn-based combat. Yakuza series is known for its crazy humor, dramatic stories, and rich world building. Like a Dragon is all that plus more. Great characters, challenging gameplay, and ridiculous side story make this a truly enjoyable game. The main character with a heart of gold, Ichiban Kazuga, is obsessed with Dragon Quest, which we agree with as you'll see next.
Did Arakawa-san really betray the Tojo clan and run to the Yomi? Answer me!
Six goes to the game from a Dragon Quest series that has been going strong since 1986. We rate Dragon Quest XI Echoes of an Elusive Age as the best of the series. This absolute delight of a game is set in a beautiful world with interesting locations, fascinating NPCs, and rich detail. Combat is fast, satisfying, technically, and full of surprises. With a mix of monsters present, unique challenges in every fight, and boss battles get really tense. You can easily sink 100 hours into this game as it is highly addictive. You can play the game in the classic 2D or modern 3D. It is good for newcomers, veterans of the series.
Reach for my hand. I soar away into the dawn. I wish I could stay.
Burning hot at 5 is Fire Emblem Three Houses, another Nintendo Switch exclusive. Three Houses is everything I've ever wanted in a turn-based strategy game. It is grand adventure filled with drama and intrigue. You can choose one of the 3 houses to join: Golden Bear, Blue Lions, and Black Eagles. And each is unique and interesting in its own way. Fire Emblem Three Houses pulls you in with its solid grid-based combat, but keeps you invested by offering rich characters, deep squad customization, and complex moves. It is worth buying a Switch just for this game alone. We are going back in time with number 4, Chrono Trigger. It takes place in an alternate timeline of Earth. The main characters have to travel through time to battle enemies, make friends, gain allies, gather equipment, and obtain magic for their quest. Chrono Trigger became an evolutionary game. Combat is a mix of real-time and turn-based, a system that broke away from stat combat telling of time. The game also appeared to be way ahead of its time in terms of graphics and storytelling. One of the first games to introduce multiple starting the top 3 with Tales of Arise. It won the Best Role-Playing Game Award in 2021 and we completely agree. Tales of Arise centers on the love story between Elfen and Cheyenne. The former suffers from a niece and is unable to feel any sort of physical pain. The latter is inflicted with a curse that causes electrifying current to shock anyone unlucky enough to touch her. The game delivers excellent, highly polished RPG action with a rich combat system that stands above all its many predecessors. Lengthy adventures that are loaded with optional quests and streamlined and fluid gameplay. Truly awesome. Second best JRPG ever is Persona 5 Royal. This is a truly unique game which kept us entertained for many hours. It has a mix of open world, RPG, and turn-based combat. By day you'll go to class, answer quiz questions, and be a typical teenager, but after school you go to the minds of corrupt individuals and experience their point of view and their surroundings. You'll be battling demons in order to change their hearts. Persona 5 is set in a beautifully stylized Japan, and it has different paths, networks, and hidden rooms, and many puzzles to solve the progress through the game. Each of your party members has one persona to use. The main character can hold multiple personas at once, which makes the combat very entertaining. Truly a masterpiece with glorious music.
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today.
Here are some honorable mentions that we needed to include.
Hi, Doom, Prinny. How are you, babes? Hope you're feeling better. Searching online. Yeah, this is rank match.
Number 1 is just magical. Final Fantasy has defined what it means to be a Japanese role-playing game.
What you
Playing on top of this genre,
what you up to?
firmly
Yeah.
founded. We've played all of the games in Final Fantasy.
All right, but I'm just a little bit annoyed by something, by this whole scam thing. I can explain it to you, Prinny. It happened last year actually. This scammer contacted scammers. Well, I didn't know it was a scammer, but they contacted me from Facebook, and then it's actually had something to do with me playing this game as well, because somebody from my regular players that I play with had kept talking to me about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin before for like months. So they had got me just a little bit interested in it. Just a little bit, not very much. Yeah. So actually, when the scammer contacted me, I was just like a tiny bit interested in it, because my friend had kept telling me, "Oh, it's very good" and stuff like that, you know. So so what happened was there was they gave me this app, yeah, which was like a trading platform, a whole app which was like a trading platform for cryptocurrency, and I had never seen anything like that before, because it was a full on like apps with like graphs and menus and passwords and everything, you know, and it had iOS and Android and everything like that, you know. So I downloaded it and used it a little bit, and then I even showed it to my friend who had been telling me about the current about Bitcoin, and you know, and then I used it a little bit, and then we decided to get it checked out at Barclays Bank, because I'd also searched it online beforehand, like, but I hadn't found anything about it online. But it was a Chinese app, wasn't it? So, and there was also a Chinese person that had contacted me. It was, yeah. So I thought that because I didn't find anything online about it, I thought it must be one of those Chinese apps that you know, that don't come up on, that's not part of the Western internet, you know, because there's a whole, you know, there's a lot of different apps and software that are specific for Chinese only, you know. So I thought it was a Chinese trading platform for cryptocurrency. So anyway, we brought it to Barclays in Bexley Heath, and they kept waiting there for like 1.5 hours basically. Then I gave them the app on my phone, and they took it from me, and then they brought it to the back, and then they came back and said to us, yeah, everything's good, you know, everything's fine. We're very happy with what you're doing. And we asked them, like, is it okay? Can we transfer money out? And is it okay to use and everything like that? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. You know, everything's good. You know, so like we thought, oh, okay, you know, yeah, this is totally. We left thinking it was totally legit. You know, because you know they must, they know about it. They checked it and everything. You know, so we went away thinking, oh yeah, okay, well this is really good. You know. So then, after that, I put in like 33k of basically a combine of my mum's money, my money, and my sister's money. And then I find out it's a scam because you can't transfer out. Yeah, the whole thing is a scam. The whole app is a scam, literally. And Barclays had just endorsed the scam to us. So my mum literally collapsed, basically. And I had to call the ambulance. Yeah, because she had taken like 2 sleeping tablets. I couldn't sleep for like a few days. My mum couldn't sleep for a few days. She took 2 sleeping tablets that made her collapse. Yeah, so, and all because somebody in Barclays lied to us. Or, you know, just, I was unable to say. Or what do you say? Obviously they didn't know about it. They didn't even show us what they done. And what's more, well, either they lied or they just said, yeah, they just didn't care, isn't it? They said there was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know. They don't know how to say that they should have just told the truth and said, look, we don't know about this. And I would have been like, oh, okay, I need to check this, isn't it? But because they endorsed it, yeah, exactly. Because they endorsed it to us, they said, yeah, we're very happy with what you're doing. And I said, can we transfer money out? And I was like, yes, you can. So, you know, because they endorsed it to us, I thought, to be honest, because the critical thing was, I didn't see what they done. I didn't see what they done. Yeah. If I had been able to see what they done, I would have known. I would have known. I really would have known that. I would have been like, oh, they haven't checked this. But because they said, you know, they came back saying, we're very happy with what you're doing, you can transfer money out, I was sure that they was telling the truth. You know, we've been using them for 50 years or so, and they're like our main high street bank. You know, I had no idea that they hadn't done anything. So I have to bring the case against the Barclays, isn't it? So I have to I brought the case to the financial ombudsman. I don't know if you heard about that. Yeah. So I've been waiting for like more than a year now. It's like 1 year and 4 months. What is it? Just for them to get to this point, because there was a big queue apparently because of all the scams that were happening. Now they came back then, so I've been emailing back and forth and saying, look, the whole reason I've been telling the financial ombudsman from July last year that the main reason why anything happened, yeah, all the transactions that happened after you know, all the transactions that happened were as a result of them endorsing the scam to us. You know, there was no other reason why they happened. You know, it was because they endorsed it. You know, so that totaled like, I think that totaled like around 22k. Like, it's over 22k anyway. So that they're responsible for everything that happened after that, because, you know, I thought that the app was totally legit because they endorsed it to us. So I brought the case to the ombudsman, and then just was it on what, 2 days ago, this investigator who I've been in contact with or something, I don't know what she's thinking, to be honest, because she came up with this solution of, after the third transaction, Barclays are only liable for 50% of it, which would only total like what, 13k, because they've already put back 3k of it. So basically, so that doesn't make zero sense whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense, because literally there would be no transactions after Barclays endorsed it if they hadn't have endorsed it. You know, there would be literally, there wouldn't have been a penny done. I literally would have known that it was a scam, because Barclays wouldn't have known about it. I would have been like, oh, okay, so it would have stopped right there and then. That's what should have happened. It's what it should have happened. I mean, is it too much to expect for them to walk into the bank to tell you the truth? You know, just looks like it would have been easier for them to say, look, sorry, we don't know about this, right? It's literally like a 3-year-old would have been able to say that. So she come up with this crazy, like, I don't have any idea how she come up with this. Like, she's saying like they're only liable for 50% of it, but literally there would be no transactions after it if they had have just, you know, told us the truth. So, you know, after they endorsed it, it's all down to them. It's all down to them. Yeah, exactly. So it's just, but at least just be competent enough to say, look, you don't know, right? That's fine. If you don't know, that's absolutely fine. I'll just make some other arrangement. But because I didn't see what they done, and they came back saying, yeah, everything's good, you can transfer money out, I believed them. I didn't see what they done, so I believed them. If I'd have seen it, then I would have known what they done. And I never thought they would lie to us. Like, you just if you don't know, that's so simple, man. That's like, it's simpler than breathing. You just hold your hand and say, okay, then that's no problem. You just, for crying out loud, you just say you don't know. That's okay. And we would have been like, oh, okay, I'll make some other arrangement, you know. But they didn't do that. So anyway, she came up with this. The investigator is actually not the ombudsman itself. So she hasn't got the. She's not the, you know, the actual ombudsman who has the actual authority to order the banks to refund it, isn't it? So she came up with this weird, like, I don't know how she came up with it. It's like, apparently she's focusing on the type of transactions that Barclays should have flagged it, but there wouldn't have been any transactions at all if you had just simply told the truth. So I don't know where she's coming from. I don't get why she's saying that at all. I've been telling her for nearly 1 year and 4 months now The whole reason I have brought the case to you is because they endorsed the scam. They legitimized it completely to us. Otherwise, there would be no other transactions. There would be no other transactions. Like, you know, people trust the bank. You know, if you go there and you ask them something, you would trust you. You know, you wouldn't expect them to lie to you about something, or you know, at least just come out with the truth. You know, if you don't know, that's no problem. That's really no problem at all. I'll just make other arrangements. But because I didn't see what happened, I thought they did some simple check on it, and then came back to us with a legit answer. Well, they put back 3.3k of it, or 3.1k of the money already, Dune. So, now the ombudsman, not the ombudsman, the investigator at the ombudsman, who I've been conversing for about 1 year and 4 months, for about 1 year and 4 months, came up with this crazy plan, this plan that makes no sense, that she's going to put to the ombudsman, of that they're responsible for only 50% of it, only 50% of after the third transaction. Yeah, so that would literally total about another 10,000 pretty. So that makes no sense, though. That makes no sense, because but she's focusing on. I've been telling her, look, the main thing is, the main thing is here, literally why I brought the case to you, is because they legitimized it. They endorsed the whole thing to us. That's why there was any subsequent transaction. There wouldn't have been 1 penny of transaction done after it if they had even raised a little bit of doubt about it. There wouldn't have been anything. There wouldn't have been any transaction to scrutinize at all. Not even 1 penny. After they endorsed it, if they had have raised any kind of concern. But because they endorsed it to us, that's why all of the transactions happened after. There was no other reason. That's why, because they endorsed it, that's why all of the transactions happened. So there wouldn't be any other transactions to happen. So why she's focusing on the transactions, what type of transactions that the Barclays should have flagged, is just beyond it, because there would be no transactions. So after the endorsement, they are fully responsible for everything. Yeah? So that's what I'm going to tell her, because I don't get why she has said only 50%. Yeah, because I sent them a letter absolutely raging at them. I sent them a letter absolutely raging at them, saying, look, you cannot even say that you don't know. I mean, just be competent enough to say you don't know, and it would have stopped everything. Because you endorsed it, that's why the scam carried on. Barclays Bank, they endorsed an investment scam to me. I waited 1.5 hours in the branch with my mum just to get an investment scam endorsed to me. So I sent them a letter absolutely raging at them. Say, what the hell are you doing? I mean, you're not competent enough just to say that, you don't know about something? I mean, that's why it continued. If they had have said, look, we don't know about this, I would have been like, oh, okay, that's no problem. Yeah, I'll make some other arrangements to check it. But because they brought it out the back and I didn't see what happened, then I thought they checked it pretty. So that's how it continued. That's why it continued. Without that endorsement, it wouldn't have continued for absolutely sure, because we was there to check it. I wanted to verify it and check it, and I thought that's what they did, but they didn't do it, and they let us believe that they had checked it, and that it was completely legit, you know. Hang on. Be right back. There are so many apps, scams, you can't be too careful. I didn't even know there was a scamming app at the time. I really didn't. That's why we had brought it to Barclays to check it out. I didn't even know about the existence of a scamming app at the time, pretty. I really didn't. But because there was no information about it online, after I had searched it, I'd looked around for information about it, but I couldn't find anything. Pretty. So I thought it was a Chinese app, but that's why we brought it to Barclays, because there was no information about it online at the time. This was in February. The March of last year, of 21, pretty.
軽量系はね、軽量級 P 持ってないとかね。フラミンゴ強いけど。ブラッドの膝とかなんか半分減る技がいっぱいあるから、そっちの方がいいんちゃうか。ちょっと僕確定申告終わらすわ。
Be right back. The same thing, yeah?
みんなどうやってんの？いや、僕も毎年やっとんや。なんか、年々難しくない？また項目が増えとってわけわからへん。個人でやるんですよ。会社のシステムに入力するんやけど、項目が増えとって、これ何入れたらいいのかな、そんな感じなの。あ、せっかくやったら、あれやな、ルーム番号ぐらい書いとかな、わけわからん。これで入れんな、ここや。ちょっと待ってよ。肘入るときにマイピータスケースをやりますね。ああ、そうそう。横からのね、肘。あれがいいね。酒からの肘で半分。たこ焼きも一緒。
Yeah, so at the time I didn't know there was anything like a scamming app. It was literally the first time I had ever encountered it. So, but because that's why we brought it to get it checked, isn't it? But obviously they didn't, and led us to believe, well, that it was totally legit. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know, that's fine. That's fine. But if you're gonna endorse something, you gotta make sure, damn well sure that you know what you're endorsing. Otherwise, you're responsible. If you give somebody medicine and then they die, you know, it's gonna come back on you because you're the one responsible for giving the medicine. You know. So you know, if you're going to endorse something, you got to make sure that what you know what you're endorsing, for sure. I mean, I waited. We was waiting 1.5 hours in Barclays, man. 1.5 hours, man. It was about to close, man, and we went over, like, and we was the only one left in there. They didn't, you know, if they didn't know, man, you absolutely have to say that you don't know, man. You have to say that. You have to say that. And I don't know why the financial ombudsman investigator is focusing on the transactions, because there wouldn't be any transactions. Like some kind of plan where 50% is only paid back? What? There wouldn't be any transactions at all if it wasn't for their endorsement. So I'm gonna have to tell her, I'm telling her that on Monday, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I've been telling her for nearly 1.5 years that the most important thing about this is that they endorsed it to us, not because of what type of transaction it is. Like Barclays said, she's saying that they should have flagged it because, and that's why it should be 50% refunded. That there wouldn't be any transactions in the first place. Had they not endorsed it to us. I mean, is it too much to expect just to walk into the high street bank just to get the truth told to you? I mean, if you walked into the bank and asked them, you know, how much is in your account, and then, you know, they tell you, I mean, would you expect that to be true? Like, I just got no idea why. I mean, it was easier for them just to tell the truth to us. I mean, why do that? They don't know what it is. That's fine. Okay, then we'll make some other arrangements to check it. But because they gave their name to it, I thought it was totally legit. Idiots, man. Complete idiots, man. I know what happened. I know what happened because I'm pretty sure what happened because it was the end of the day. Because it was the end of the day, and no, it was an early day. It was lunchtime, and the junior who brought my phone to the back office. The two managers had previously just visited our table, yeah, where we was waiting for a long time. Yeah, the junior who had served us at the table brought the app to the back, but to two managers. The two managers had previously visited our table, yeah, very quickly, but they had looked like they were messing about, yeah, because it was lunchtime. It was lunchtime. And then I could see from the way they were interacting with each other, like it was like they were pissing about. So when the junior brought it to the back office, I couldn't see what happened, isn't it? So at the time, I thought they were taking it seriously. But what must have happened was, because it was lunchtime, they probably thought, oh yeah, whatever, you know, this looks fine, go ahead, you know, tell him it's fine, everything is good. That's what happened. There was like, they thought, oh, we just brought it here, look, oh yeah, we'll take a look at this, oh fine, whatever, yeah, go ahead. That's what they done. But I just didn't see that in front of my eyes. If I'd have literally saw that, I would have known. I would have known, and it would have stopped right there. I was like, oh, they haven't done anything. But because I couldn't see it, I believed them, because, you know, you come back all confident and say, yeah, we're very happy with what you're doing, you know, all professional, like, you know, saying, like, yeah, you know, blah, 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 this is, you know, you can transfer money out. So I believe that, isn't it? But what must have happened was that the two managers that he brought them to were pissing about. They were fucking about because it was lunchtime, yeah, and the lunch was probably more interesting to them or whatever, yeah, because I could see that they were very happy because it was lunch, because it was an early day basically. They closed at around 2 o'clock, I think. They closed because it was still like where it was like lockdown, right, and the virus, right. So that's what happened. But I just didn't see that what was happening, and I thought because we was dealing with, you know, well, Barclays, that global bank with, you know, where we'd always had a very good experience with, I thought that, you know, they had done everything, you know, properly. So afterwards, Prinny, I went back there and I confronted them with my mother. I confronted the manager, isn't it? I went back there. I said, you know, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, really. You know, they're all in a nice building, in a nice bank, wearing suits. You know, at a table with a computer and a desk, a clean desk. You know, I really didn't think anything else. You know. But so I went back there and I confronted them with my mother. Yeah, and you know, I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know. Yeah, if you don't know, you just say you don't know. Yeah, and I was like, "We asked you, is it all right? Yeah, can you transfer money out?" And then after putting pressure on them, he eventually said. He said to me, yeah, but you don't have the on paper, do you? And I secretly recorded it as well. So I got him on recording saying that to me. So it's you know, it's literally him saying that, isn't it? So he basically, you know, linking him directly to it, isn't it? Saying, yeah, you don't have it on paper, do you? That's what he said to me. So that's good to have, man. I'm if it gets to that, I might just, you know, we'll see what happens first, but might have to give it to the BBC. Yeah, I might have to give it to the BBC, or if I don't get all the money back, man, I just expose Barclays for endorsing scams to customers. And yeah, I was literally so wired the night before, because I was thinking, because I was thinking in bed, like the night before we went to Barclays, the night before we went to Barclays, I was thinking in bed, you know, look, if they're so negligent that they actually endorse something that they don't know about, yeah, then it's likely they're going to make a mistake again if I confront them with it face to face. So I thought, I'll get this recorder from Amazon, and then I'll go there with my mum, and I confronted them. And sure enough, he made the mistake of talking about it directly, isn't it? You know, saying, look, you don't have it on paper. And then my response to that was like, oh, don't you worry, I've got it somewhere else. You know, because actually they didn't really know that I didn't record it the first time round, isn't it? So that's why I said that to them, isn't it? And his response was like, he didn't say anything. You know, he just looked at me. So yeah. So I've got them. I've got all the voices on there of everybody. There was quite a few people there, you know, and of everything that happened when I confronted them. So yeah. So that's very good, man. I'm very happy with that. Man. I'm very happy that I've got that. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna talk to the investigator on Monday, see what happens, tell them, like, I don't even know what she's thinking by this 50% thing, because there would be no transactions if it wasn't for them endorsing it. So I don't know where she's getting that from. Like, I've only been explaining it to her for like nearly 1.5 years now. So I don't know what she's doing. But anyway, we'll see about that. But yeah, if it gets to that, I'll just bring it. I'll just have to tell the BBC and everything that, you know, Barclays have endorsed a scam to us, you know. But we'll see. It shouldn't be. I already contacted another lawyer, and they was like, yeah, we a scam specialist lawyer, I mean, that had been advertising on radio. So they said, yeah, you know, I completely understand why you'd be unhappy with what the investigator said to you on this one. Yeah, because we think that, yeah, you should absolutely get everything back after Barclays endorsed it to you. So yeah, so they said, look, tell the investigator you're not happy with what she's come up with, and then she will refer it to an actual ombudsman who has the legal power, you know, to make the bank give you a refund, isn't it? So and then see what the ombudsman says, and hopefully they can give you everything back, isn't it? So that should be what happens. Yeah, exactly, Prinny, you know. So hopefully it doesn't get to me having to expose them or to the BBC, because if I do, if I have to, then I will. But then, you know, then I'll just send them, isn't it, the recording, and that should be it. But hopefully it doesn't get to that. I won't need to do that. But yeah. All right, thank you, Trini. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna be heading off as well. There's not many games either, so take care, Prini. You have a good weekend. Enjoy the sunshine and feel better.
寝ようかな。
See you later.
疲れた。まあ、集中力持たない。そうそう。ふるさと納税って、まあ、やるようになるけど、あれって、この税金に何からさっ引かれてんの？あ、ラッシーさん。以前もお会いしましたね。
I'm gonna give it a break, everyone. Had some good games. I'll maybe back a bit later. But everyone take care, and I'll catch you later. Maybe I might play some more Sonic Frontiers later, because that game is really cool. But yeah, anyway,